video, but it's probably clickbaity, so sorry about that. But guys, you only live once, so you have to live for the dramatics. Today I want to talk about why the K-pop community has been pissing me off more now than usual, specifically, K-nets, because usually, they're at the crime scene doing something weird. I know that not all K-nets are the same, but if you get offended by this video, if the shoe fits. I want to review some topics, including seunghan of rise, bite me by enhypen, K-nets always complaining, Jip telling his artist to always be happy, weight, and plastic surgery. Also, before we get into the video, I will be talking about weight. If that's a sensitive topic for you, I will give a trigger warning prior to that section of the video, along with timestamps on where you can skip. First, I want to talk about seunghan of rise because this whole situation pisses me off so badly. All I see are nets attacking seunghan for acting his age. For having a girlfriend? Why are you all making him apologize for pulling like it's not his fault? You all are losers and can't pull. And now you all are making them kick him out for no logical reason? So many other problematic idols have done literal hate crimes or have said slurs, but you all draw the line when someone vapes or is in a relationship. Let's be so serious right now. It makes me so mad how you all pick and choose. And yes, this is targeted at K-nets because I've only seen them telling SM to kick seunghan out. And they were threatening to send trucks to protest against seunghan. A bunch of losers. Get a job and free him. Speaking of trucks, let's talk about the enhypen's bite me era. This was even crazier. Were you all genuinely tweaking over choreography? Be for real? Like you all, it's never that serious for you all to send protesting trucks outside the Hybe building, over some backup dancers. You're just being miserable lowlifes again. Let's put that energy into finding a job, bookie. Next, I want to talk about the nets getting everything but still complaining. This also makes me mad. K-nets get all the privileges, cheaper albums, concerts, cheaper light tickets, promotions, fan meets, etc. But still, they treat the artist horribly. 2 examples come to mind besides them sending trucks to buildings for dumb reasons. They bombard artists at the airport. It's genuinely so sad that you all are pushing these artists. Cameras all up in their faces? Have some decorum, you all are so embarrassing. Another example would be them getting mad whenever artists do US promotions. K-pop artists do like 99% of their promotions in Korea, but the second they have a couple of promotions in the US or anywhere else, it's a huge issue. It's never that deep. You all were coming for twice to promote one comeback in the US, out of their other million comebacks. Now transitioning from K-nets, I wanted to talk about Jip's little comment about him telling his groups always to appear happy. That's honestly such a crazy thing to say, especially when an idol is on 24/7. What I mean by that is they work all day and then have to go home to a bunch of other members in a dorm. They get little to no alone time, meaning they must always act happy. That's such a horrible mindset and makes me feel so bad about the artists. You shouldn't have to suppress your feelings, especially when you're going through things like depression or anxiety. It makes me wonder about the artists under Jipe since so many artists under Jipe go on hiatus due to mental health reasons. I can't help but think this may be one of the contributing factors to their having to pretend to be okay all the time, which ultimately makes them feel worse. Trigger warning, in this portion of the video, I'll be talking about weight. So, if that's a sensitive topic, skip to the next chapter of this video. I've talked about weight before, but it pisses me off, so I'm talking about it again. I hate how idols can never win. You all will bully and fat shame idols about their weight, but when they can't take the hate anymore and lose a bunch of weight, suddenly, you all switch up and act all concerned about their weight. You are so fake. Let idols be. Their weight is none of your concern. You should be worried about those bills that are overdue books. Speaking of standards, I want to talk about plastic surgery. Plastic surgery also makes me mad because you all will come for idols to get work done, when, first of all, it's really none of your business. Second, the standards wouldn't exist without the fans pushing these unrealistic standards onto them. Their companies wouldn't encourage them to get plastic surgery if it weren't for the standard, but it's the way it is, so leave them alone. So, if you want idols to stop getting plastic surgery, then change unrealistic beauty standards, then babe. And I don't know how you all notice these details because I don't even notice idols get surgery until one of you feels the need to point it out because you overanalyze everything, Lord. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too controversial. LOL, you never know. If you like the video, make sure you like it and comment something down below. Have an amazing day. Bye.